All right, folks, it is time for us to talk horror movies. That's right, it is Calling All Horror Hounds. This week we're going to talk about the 2011 version of The Thing. Now, longtime viewers of the program, friends, family, they all know that I'm a big fan of John Carpenter's immortal The Thing. One of the truly great horror movies ever made, one of the great remakes. And I'll also throw the original 50s Howard Hawks' The Thing from Another World in there as a very different but also very great movie. So when they announced they were going to remake The Thing yet again, and remake it in a way that was more in line with Carpenter's movie than with like the original book or the original film, it seemed that was a real head scratcher for me. Carpenter had done such a tremendous job. Why did anyone think that they would be able to follow it? And why did they think they were going to follow it with CGI effects when a big part of what makes Carpenter's Thing work so well is those tremendous practical makeup effects from the great Rob Bottin? Well, I finally saw The Thing, which sets itself up actually not as a sequel to Carpenter's Thing, but as a prequel, focusing on the Norwegian team that we see at the very beginning of Carpenter's Thing. Now, this obviously isn't a review of Carpenter's Thing, and I don't mean to keep harping on it, but a thing that I like so much about Carpenter's Thing is how he uses that Norwegian team. How the movie starts with a dog showing up, having escaped from a Norwegian base further out on Antarctica, and the scientists in the American base have to go investigate it. And Carpenter sets that Norwegian base up as having essentially had the events from the original Howard Hawks Thing having happened to them. So we see some of the iconic moments from Howard Hawks' picture through surveillance footage of the Norwegian camp, such as the scientists spreading out into a big circle and creating a ring over the ice-buried alien spaceship. Now, I've been talking about this for a couple minutes, but I guess I've neglected to tell those of you who might not have ever seen another version of The Thing what these movies are about. And to you I say, what are you doing with your lives, guys? Go out and see The Thing, for heaven's sake. But these movies are about science teams in Antarctica who stumble upon an alien menace, and the alien can take the form of any other living thing. So it can look just like one of the other scientists, or a dog, or something else. And so the scientists are never sure which of them is a real person and which of them is the thing. So what about this 2011 version of The Thing? I'd been avoiding seeing it for a number of years because, again, how are you going to top Carpenter? And I finally watched it, and I got to tell you, you know what? It's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. It's certainly watchable. The CGI effects are decent. They're not a blush on Bottin, but in this age with, where crummy CGI effects abound, these aren't bad. These are all right. And I do miss the great practical effects, obviously, but the CGI ones are not bad. The star of this one is Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who played Ramona in the Scott Pilgrim movie and was in 10 Cloverfield Lane. She's pretty good, and there are a couple of good, gross, scary moments, particularly a part where a guy's head kind of splits open to become chompers, which is evocative of what Bottin was doing, and I don't want to keep trashing it. Let's just say it's a pretty good moment. So The Thing, 2011, it's certainly unessential, but it isn't bad. I'm going to give it 2.5 stars.